Hey,
Ah, a new face. What do you want, rum or something stronger?
I want to talk to you about Francis.
Just don't mention that wannabe captain. He sits on his fat ass all day acting important. We'd all like to know what the hell the captain was thinking when he put him in command here. What do you want from that prig?
I must get into Greg's hut.
Really? To do what?
I need a bandit's armor.
Francis will never agree to let you go into the hut so that you can nab a few of Greg's things. Unless
Yes?
you've got something he really wants. I know that Francis has hidden something in an abandoned mine in the canyon. Once, when we were on guard duty together and he dozed off as always, he went on about it in his sleep. I've no clue what he buried there, but maybe it's so important to him that he'll let you into the hut to get it back. When the captain comes back and finds some of his things are missing, he'll have Francis's hide for it.
I want something stronger.
Ah, a seeker. I'm always after new recipes myself. Decent booze should be clear and strong and burn your throat like liquid fire. You don't find that very often. But I'm talking too much. You want a drink? Here, my own recipe. How do you like that? I call it hasty herring.
Ooh, impressive.
You can say that again. You wouldn't happen to know a good recipe for booze yourself. If you do, you must tell me. Want another?
What else have you got?
I can get you anything a pirate needs in order to survive.
What's new in the camp?
Nothing much has been happening here since Greg left. Morgan and most of his boys been just hanging around and boozing all day. The only one who does anything at all is Henry. He and his boys are building the palisade. It's high time for Captain Greg to come back and give that Francis a good swift kick in the ass.
I want something stronger.
Name your poison.
Give me some of your hasty herring.
Rather vile muck, but effective.
No idea, you tell me.
About that grog.
That's really not my...
Here's your 20 bottles.
What? Really? Just like that?
Well...
Okay,
Amazes me.
I'll pay for them.
Haven't you got anything more interesting than
There was
gold?
No big deal.
Let's see. I've got this ring here.
Nobody will learn
I won it
anything from
gambling in a filthy dockside tavern years ago. Back then, the guy told me it was magic.
Zombies all
No
around.
idea whether that's true. Maybe you want that instead of money.
If he doesn't see that...
Give me the money.
All right.
Tell me that isn't true.
I'm no better off myself.
Here you go.
Ah, down the hatch like liquid fire.
I couldn't care less.
Will it ever change?
I've got no time for things like that. Nobody wants to know.
That's not what I heard.
I must get into Greg's hut.
Forget it. Greg's not there. And I've locked the door, and now I see to it that nobody sneaks around here to do a little looting. So make yourself scarce, or I'll let you have it.
Things would have turned out different.
Greg is your boss?
Now don't try and tell me that you know him. Any sailor, even any cursed landlubber on this island, knows the terrible Captain Gregg. And he left me in command. I'm responsible for making those lazy bums do what he commanded. Some of the boys may think they can do whatever they damn well want now that the captain's not here. Won't they be surprised when Gregg comes back? I'll tell him everything that's been going on here. Got it? Including who's been trying to get into his hut. So make yourself scarce, or you'll be in a load of trouble.
Tell me that isn't true.
Give me the key to Greg's hut.
You must be joking.
Tell me that isn't true.
Do you really believe that?
I used to say that myself.
That's been known a long time.
I couldn't care less.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Whew, I couldn't get away with that.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. I think I've found something. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there.
things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
Here's your compass. Yes, that's it. I never thought I'd see it again. Thanks, man. This time Greg won't get a hold of it again. Here, take this belt in return. It's my most valuable piece.
Show me your wares.
I can't help it.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I've got no time for things like that.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I couldn't care less.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I'm staying out of it.
Do you really believe that?
I used to say that myself.
Will it ever change?
He simply needs
The northern beach is all cleared.
What about the cave? Have you been there too?
Sure thing.
Ah, great. You're a good man. Here's your reward.
Is there anything else for me to do?
Not at the moment. Go find yourself a bunk and have a decent bottle of rum. Ah, this is good stuff.
It had to happen sooner or later.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
That'll never change.